So 2 days ago, I posted a video on my story on TikTok, and I asked you guys to ask me the deepest questions you can possibly think of. And we received 900 questions from followers in only 24 hours. And I told you guys that I'm not going to see any of the questions. So my social media team gathered the questions. They did not show me any of these questions, and I'm going to answer them now.
What's the most fearless jinn and strongest one you can get possessed by?
The most fearless jinn, the quickest jinn, one of the most powerful, the most agile jinn is called the Afrit. I'm not sure if humans can get possessed by Afrit, but if they do, if it is possible, then I would say the Afrit is one of the most powerful species of jinns you can get possessed by.
Is there a difference between jinn and aliens?
Is there a difference between jinn and aliens? If you ask this question to an agnostic or an atheist, they would say no, because jinns live in the fourth dimensional world. If you ask a scientist if aliens exist, he would say yes, because they also live in the fourth dimensional world, because they are far ahead of us, more advanced in technology. But in Islam, if aliens do exist, other beings exist, then yes, there is a difference between aliens and jinns, because these other species would probably be created from flesh like we are, and jinns are not created from the same structure. Jinns are made from fire, while we are made from soil or dirt.
If you decide to leave UAE, which country would you live in instead?
It's a hard question because I really don't want to move out of this country. But if I had to, I would live in Vegas. I'd probably live in Germany.
Is there anything in your past you haven't been able to forgive yourself for?
When I was about 8, 9, 10, up to 12 years old, so from 8 to 12, I had a medical illness called ulcerative colitis, which is also something like Crohn's disease. And I had to take cortisone, steroids for therapy, and I had to take injections called infliximab and Humira. And I also had to take enemas. And they restricted me from certain things that I was not allowed to eat, like dairy products, sugar, red meat, things that kids like, And I always used to not take my medicine. When my mom would put the pill in my mouth and make me drink water, I would open my mouth and show her that the pill's not there, acting like I swallowed it. I never actually swallowed it. I hid it under my tongue. And when my parents used to go out, I used to go to the fridge and eat the things I was not allowed to eat. So yeah, I do not forgive myself, but I was a child back then. I didn't know that there will be consequences that I was going to face in the future. But what happened.
Something that still hurts from your childhood memories.
There's a guy I will never forget when I was a child. So during that phase when I was sick, I was a sick kid. I used to get bullied by this high school senior. He was in 12th grade. I was in 5th grade. He was double my height, double my size. He was a huge guy compared to I am. I don't know why he used to pick on me, but he just used to pick on me. One day, when the whole school had recess, everybody was outside, and I was inside the corridors, and I saw him. Nobody was there. He looked at me. I looked at him. He chased me down. He grabbed me, and he kicked me in my tailbone. I got an injury, and it took me 1 month to recover from this injury. By the way, he didn't get in trouble for this. He did not get in trouble for any of this. The next year, I go to 6th grade, and this kid graduates. He goes to university. So I know nothing about him. I don't know where he's at. I don't know what's his name. I don't know where he's from. I know nothing about him. Never saw him since. But bro, if I see you one day, I'm all grown up now, I will make sure I break a bone in your body. I will make sure that you and I are actually even.
Is time travel possible?
Well, according to physicists, time travel is possible. Yeah, it has been proven using technology. But it will not be possible for us humans to time travel because we will turn into mist with that flying and that speed to time travel. We need to travel faster than the speed of light, which I think our bodies cannot handle. But theoretically speaking, yes, it is possible.
What major did you do at university?
I graduated with a bachelor's of accounting.
Bro, are you casually riding in a Lamborghini?
No. You're talking about the video that I posted on my story? No, that's not the Lamborghini. That's actually a McLaren. I sold my Lamborghini.
How much money do you have right now?
Well, it's none of your business.
That's not even a question, bro.
It's not even a question.
What is your biggest fear in your life and why it's your biggest fear?
My biggest fear in life is dying at a young age, because it is one of the minor signs in Islam. We have been told about this. I don't want to die at a young age, and it is happening a lot recently. A lot of young people are dying from even natural causes. So this is definitely a fear that
When was your happiest moment in your life?
I've had many happy moments in my life, but I still feel like I'm still young. I feel like inshallah in the future I will have more happy moments to see in my life, like the day I get married, the day I hold my first child, the day I see my son getting married, the day I hold my grandchild. So, but as of now, being only 26, the three happiest moments in my life was when I got my motorcycle license and I bought my first bike. When I bought my first sports car, which was a yellow C63S coupe in 2018. And also top three favorite moments was when I saw the Kaaba for the first time in 2015.
What are you always grateful for?
Having a mom, definitely. I lost my father, but if I had to choose between my mom and dad, it would definitely be my mom. I'm very grateful for having a mom.
What car do you drive?
I drive a McLaren 570S, but not any 570S. The McLaren that I drive is a GT4 MSO-X inspired edition. There's only 10 pieces worldwide. Mine is the 8th one. It is the '08, and it's a track car. It has a roll cage inside. It's built for the track. It's lighter than a 570. It has a certain tune. It has a different exhaust system. And it was sponsored by Richard Mille, MSO-X. The X is for the 10 pieces worldwide.
Are you married?
I'm not married. No. So I'm single and I'm ready to mingle.
Why rich people continue to be very rich and the poor more poorer?
So according to Percy Bysshe Shelley, which is a guy that's a poet, this guy said that the rich gets richer and the poor gets poorer. It is a law that is actually very valid. Rich people get richer because they lend poor people money, and poor people have to pay them back more than what they were lent. This is one way of getting rich. Another way is during inflations, poor people starve to death while rich people go on a shopping spree. Everything everywhere is cheap to buy. Stocks, cars, clothes, businesses, investing in startups, everything, all prices crash. And when the economy deflates again, they sell everything they bought. That's how the rich gets richer and the poor gets poorer. They actually get richer from poor people money.
What is sweeter than honey but thicker than blood?
Corn syrup.
Are you Sunni?
Really? I follow the sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and his companions. Therefore, I am Sunni, yes.
What is it that lives if it's fed and dies if you give it a drink?
Fire. Right? Fire. Yeah. Easy. Really? Get me something harder, bro.
That's a hard one. What happens right after you die?
Well, as you die, you see the angel of death approaching you, of course. And after you die, you will be temporarily conscious of your surroundings. Theoretically, I'm not sure of this, but this is what I have heard from people. But what I am sure of is in Islam, when they are washing your body before they bury you, you will hear the footsteps of the people that bury you. And after burial, you will hear them walking away. And after that, also confirmed, there you will be approached by two angels that are the most scariest beings you will ever see in your life. They are called Munkar wa Nakir, and you will be tested. They will ask you 3 questions. If you fail, you burn. If you pass, you go to Jannah.
Would you endanger someone's life to protect a loved one?
Yes. But if the endangered person was a child, even if I don't know that child, I would have to pick the child over the loved one, of course. I don't want to kill a child for somebody that I know.
Do you marry out of your race?
Would I marry out of my race? Yes. Muslim Latinas, sign me up, bro. Assalamu alaikum, sisters. I don't mind I don't mind marrying out of my race. It's halal.
Have you ever been in love?
I have been in love, yeah. Yes.
When did you fall in love the first time?
Bro, I really don't want to mention any names right now. The first time I fell in love was in high school. I don't remember if it was 11th or 12th grade. It was a long time ago, but it was like young, very young, innocent type of love towards someone that you go to school with, you know. She was a pretty girl, you know. I don't know how she looks like right now. I actually haven't seen this girl ever. But yeah, I loved the girl when I was. What's her name?
What's her name?
Well, her name starts with a D, but I cannot say her name. I'm not gonna say her name, bro.
Have you ever felt genuinely uneasy / scared while filming a scary story vid?
Have I felt uneasy or scared? Yeah, I have. When I filmed the horror story series on my TikTok, multiple times actually, I felt very, very extremely uneasy because the stories were very scary. Because when I get the submissions from people and I read their stories, some stories actually get me like goosebumps around my body, man. Like they are very scary stories. So imagine sitting in the dark and narrating them on your own. But what I do is, if I felt very uneasy and I felt like I'm not going to be able to record, I will pause, take a break, turn on the light, open TikTok, do something else that changes my mind, and then go back to filming.
5 things you need to do before you die.
Well, number 1, I want to own my private jet. Number 2, I want to own my own quadruple decker yacht so I can cruise in the oceans. Number 3, owning my own worldwide application. Me and my partner are working on something. I'm not going to reveal anything yet, but we have been working on an application for a year now. It's not out yet, but you will get the announcement soon. So that's number 3. Number 4 is finding that guy that used to bully me in school and actually teach him a lesson. And number 5, doing Hajj. I want to do Hajj. I haven't done Hajj. I've done Umrah. I've never done Hajj. Maybe do Hajj one day.